So thank you again for joining me on my very first Facebook Live. It's good to get the first one out of the way. Be scared and do it anyway. I'm answering today the number one question that people are asking me when I run into them at my kids' school, or they're direct messaging me, and it is, what is a non-toxic deodorant that actually works? I struggled with this one for a long time myself, and you can see in my cupboard in my bathroom that I have a ton of clean deodorants in there that I just haven't been able to bring myself to throw away because they were really expensive, but they haven't worked for me. Some of the reasons they haven't worked, I'm going to show you one here. This one is made out of beeswax. Well, this will stain your white clothes. Some are made out of more white powdery, and that will leave stains on or leave powder in your dark clothes. And some are coconut oil based, which also is oily, and that will also stain your clothes. Plus, they just didn't work for me. Halfway through the day, I would be super sweaty, stinky, and that is just a bad scene. So, why do we even need to worry about non-toxic deodorant? Well, we use deodorant every day, and oh, sorry, I'm getting some messages. People are still having trouble seeing it. So if you're on, comment and tell me, can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know if everything is going okay. Again, this is my first time. So when I go on my Facebook page, I have my computer here that I'm looking at. I can see it just fine. So let me know if you can see it and if you can hear me. All right, sounds like people can hear me. So awesome. So I'm going to start again. Why do we need non-toxic deodorant? We use deodorant every day, and we put it on our skin. Our skin is our largest organ, and it absorbs everything we put on it in 26 seconds. So some of the things that are in conventional deodorants that are toxic, one is aluminum. Aluminum is an antiperspirant. So, okay, some people still aren't seeing it. Are you on my personal page, or are you on my Rebecca Lavander blog page? You have to get to my my business page, facebook.com/Rebecca Lavander. Hopefully people can find it, because I can't text them right now. So I was talking about aluminum. What's in it? Aluminum is an antiperspirant, and that blocks your sweat glands. Why do we sweat? One, to cool us off, and one, to release toxins. So that aluminum blocking our sweat glands doesn't allow those toxins to be released. They're going to stay in your body and get reabsorbed. Also, aluminum is linked to Alzheimer's. The second ingredient that you want to avoid in conventional deodorant is propylene glycol. This is a petroleum-based chemical. It's used in products to smooth things out, and this is linked to cancer, reproductive complications, and neurotoxicity. The third thing that you want to avoid in conventional deodorants is phthalates. And these are endocrine disruptors. So they act as estrogen, which can really mess with your hormones. Can lead to infertility, decreased sperm count, early puberty, cancer, and so on. This can also be hidden on the ingredients label of your deodorant under the term fragrance. Now, anytime I see the term fragrance on any of my home care products or my beauty products, I just stay away, because that can be any mixture of complex chemicals that a manufacturer wants to use, and they can hide it under the term fragrance because it's considered a trade secret. So if they don't want to tell me exactly what they're putting in the products, I don't want to put it on my body. So those are the top things that we want to avoid. Now let me tell you my number one new favorite deodorant that is non-toxic and that I'm loving. It is Piper Y. I'm going to show you a close-up of that. And the ingredient, and it comes in two different forms. I'll show you the other one in a minute. The ingredient in this, why it works, is it contains activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is highly porous, so it's going to adsorb toxins, chemicals, and the bacteria that makes us stink. It doesn't absorb, it adsorbs, which means it's a chemical reaction where the elements bind to the surface. So the activated charcoal binds to the toxins and gets them out. Activated charcoal is also used in carbon black water filters, and it's used in emergency rooms for overdosing and food poisoning because it just locks onto those toxins and gets them out of your body. So that's the key ingredient in this deodorant. I'm going to show you what this one looks like in the little jar. This is the first product they came out with, and you can see I've used quite a bit. You take it out, put a little on your finger or your spoon, and you're going to rub it in. So with this version, you can use more, but as you can see, it gets a little crumbly. So I have a couple of tips for that. And someone's asking the charcoal doesn't stain. No, one reason why I love this, it does not stain clothing at all. And the smell is super neutral. It's for men or women. I have a 10-year-old who just started wearing deodorant, or needs to, remembers once a week, and it's great for him. Now he's going to use the stick version that I'll show you in a minute. But it can be a little crumbly, so my tip is after you get out of the shower, your body's a little warmer. You can rub it in, it'll get a little smoother, and if it's still crumbly, I put on a little lotion in my armpits, and then this goes on much more smoothly. Also in the winter, I have put a little, it gets hard because it's just so cold, I put a little pan on my stove with just a teeny little bit of water, set this in there so the water doesn't go inside, and then warm it up. Just takes a few seconds, and that makes it easier to rub on. But they have since come out with a stick, which, let me give you a close-up so you can see that. So I'm absolutely in love that they've gotten a stick. Now let me show you again. It looks gray, but it doesn't stain clothing. I've never had, and it doesn't get white marks. And the smell again is neutral for men or women. You have to rub it quite a bit to get on as much as you can with the jar, but it still works fabulous. And I love the stick. And again, if you have, like my 10-year-old, he's not going to be digging his hand in the jar. He's going to want the stick. I have used this for several months. Now, there's been 1 or 2 times where it's been a super sweaty day. It's been the middle of summer, and I have been a little stinky and not a good scene. So what I do, my little tip is I always carry hand sanitizer. Where can we get the stick? Someone is asking. The jar you can find at GNC and online. So if you go to piperY.com, the stick I've only seen online, and I think it's a lot more expensive on Amazon. So go to piperY.com and order the stick. So my tip for the hand sanitizer, I always carry this with me, and make sure your hand sanitizer, the main ingredient is alcohol. Like this one only has water, glycerin, and lavender oil, only other ingredients. So if you find yourself out and about and you're a little stinky, which again, it's only happened to me a couple times, spray a little in your hands, again, put under your armpits, and you're good to go for the rest of the day. So that is, again, I know some of you are just joining, so I'm going to show you again the deodorant, Piper Y. Show you again what it looks like. What was next? Why don't you comment and let me know what other tips do you want to see? Do you want to know about non-toxic lip gloss? Maybe non-toxic hairspray? I also talk about stuff in the kitchen. So do you have a pantry staple that you love, but you know it's not that healthy and you want to swap for that? Let me know what you would like to see next. I would love to do another one of these. Also, I want to say thank you for showing up and being here. It just takes one simple step at a time to make a difference. And, whoops, sorry, something's coming up on my phone. Thank you. People are wondering what kind of lotion. That's a good one in summer coming up. What kind of sunscreen. So I'm going to do more tips. So I want you guys to head over to the blog, and the blog is, and someone said hairspray, that is a tricky one. Head over to the blog, it's RebeccaLavander.com. Sign up for my newsletter where you will get more tips like this and all my blog posts and exclusive stuff. And if you liked this video, please share it. After this is done, I'm going to post this on my Facebook page, here where you found me, and share this with anyone else that you think would enjoy. And that is it for today. Again, if you just tuned in and you missed most of it, I will put this up on my page so you can watch the whole thing from start to end. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.